Greetings, Rex Splash here with another vague comic review, and this one is IDW Sonic issue 57. Now, I bought this issue when it first came out, loved it, fantastic, but I want to sit on it for a bit to think about it. That, and I forgot about it. That's why I never got back to reviewing this comic. Now, this comic it continues after the, I believe, Overcharged arc in which Sonic and Tails go up against Surge and Kit. There was a bit that happened in that issue, and this comic is details Sonic and a couple of characters going to Eggperial City. And Eggperial City is Eggman's fortress that is literally a fortress that houses a lot of bots. And Sonic and Tails, along with Tinker, were here a couple of issues ago because all of Eggman's robots suddenly started coming here from everywhere. Even Tinker herself was brainwashed. And we learned that is because Starline had used some sort of master command to make all the robots convey there. It was mainly to, one, get Eggman's attention and to fight him, and two, because he knew Sonic would arrive, and that would be where Starline's two creations, Surge and Kit, should have fought and defeated Sonic and Tails there. Of course, that didn't happen. Eggman beat Starline, Sonic beat Surge, and Tails beat Kit. Anyway, they arrive back to Eggperial City, but it's a different team-up. It's Sonic, Tangle, Whisper, and a new character, but not new, called Lanolin. Now, I'm going to give a quick oversight of each character. Tangle the lemur, she's a lemur that can stretch her tail and use it to propel herself, throw it like a lasso, and etc. Whisper is like a sniper. She has a wisp on, that's a gun that can shoot wisps, like energy bullets. Wisps are sentient energy ghost-like beings. Very friendly. When they're used as weapons, it doesn't hurt them, and they feel fine. And Lanolin is a character that appeared a few times throughout the IDW Sonic comics, but more like a background character. And, well, this is her first big debut, technically with Sonic. So, the idea of these group coming here is Jewel, there's a flashback. Jewel called Sonic to the Restoration HQ, and she had requested that Sonic help lead, well, not lead, but help out with this new team, because Lanolin came up with an idea with Jewel, which is that they create their own little team to infiltrate, gather information, and then go back and figure out what to do. Because up until then, the Restoration HQ has mostly been about helping and rebuilding. And they're not really much of a military force. So this is just like a startup idea to see where it goes. And they called Sonic because, well, who else to call but Sonic, who has the most experience dealing with Eggman. And, well, Whisper is there because they asked her. She has skills also going after Eggman's robots. And Tangle's there because, well, she's an experienced fighter. So these four are going to, come together and go infiltrate Eggperial City. Now, they're trying to figure out, well, they have to have a cool group name, right? And Tangle blurts out, how about the Diamond Cutters? And Whisper shoots Tangle the largest glare I've ever seen. Because Whisper's character is, her eyes are always closed. She's always soft-spoken. The only time her eyes are open is if she's feeling an extreme emotional reaction, whether it's sadness or anger or disbelief. And when she glares at Tango, she just would not look at her for the rest of the meeting. And the reason why is because that hit hard. The Diamond Cutters were Whisper's old group that used to fight Eggman's forces. Unfortunately, they were all killed off, except for Whisper and Mimic. So that name holds a special place in her heart. Moving on. So the group gets into Egg City. Lanolin wanted to sneak in, but Sonic and Tangle just ran and rolled right into the place, destroying bots left and right. And unfortunately, Tangle had to be saved by one of the large bots. But what was cool is Lanolin helped save her by showing off a really cool use of her wisp. So she has a bell around her neck, and she flicks the bell with a finger, and the purple wisp inside emits like a high frequency that can shatter other bots. So that was a cool bit of show off. Anyway, they're looking around Imperial City, and they're noticing it's kind of spooky, kind of empty. They expected a ton of robots, but they found only some here and there. So Lanolin had the idea to borrow Whisper's hover wisp to float up with a camera, like a video camera, to check out the whole layout. Then Sonic has an idea. See, he can fuse with wisps for a short time, so he fuses with a hover wisp, leaps in the air, looks around, comes back down, and informs the group that, yeah, what Lanolin said earlier that I forgot to mention, Imperial City did get bigger since he was here last time. Not only that, he recognized the area where he fought Metal Sonic, and not only was it repaired, but it looked like he and Metal Sonic never even battled there. So they're figuring out, okay, well, this city is repairing itself. But not in a way like Eggman's using robots to repair it, because they would expect a large construction bots. Yeah, there's my alert. I'll leave it on the phone. There's a big review, so I'm just going out. But this is a man, I blanked out. But this Eggman is not known to be very cleanliness and tidy, so there should have been large construction bots. Some proof that he had done construction, but there's nothing. So that was when and that was also when they theorized, well, Eggman needs resources. So where is he getting it? So they think, okay, we'll look under the city. So they're going further down, and there's a large metal door blocking the way. They can't get through it, so Whisper shoots the ground, creates a big hole. And I thought this was one of the best scenes in the comic. So Sonic and I believe, come on, dude. Sonic and Whisper, I believe, grab onto Tangle's tail. Tangle holds onto Lanolin, and they sort of go down the hole while using Tangle's tail like a rope. And Lanolin shines her light around the area, and it is nothing. It's literally all blackness and some stalagmites and stalactites. Basically, the city is taking all the materials underground, and you see nothing but darkness. The city's held up by literally thin rock. Well, it's not thin, but it's literally held up by pieces of rock, and that's it. And Lanolin realizes, okay, this is a problem. This city is taking resources at an alarming rate and expanding itself. And Sonic even comments, yeah, this is more dangerous than Eggman's death egg. So now here's a conundrum. Lanolin wants to leave and come back with more help to take out the city. Sonic suggests, well, they're right here, they might as well try to attack the place. Now, Lanolin makes a good point. Sonic and his friends barely got out of there last time they were here, and that was when the city was not as large. And Sonic points out that, yeah, well, if they leave and come back, how big will the city get? They both make good points. So, Whisper at one point said, well, they can leave and she'll stay behind, but Tangle tells her, no, she's not doing that. So while they're still debating, these machines comes by. They're kind of like 8 or 10 or 16, I don't remember. But they make up a circle and create a green portal in between them. Now, Sonic and Tangle recognize this portal. It's the same portal that can take them to another dimension, which they were almost trapped forever in. They do not want to go through that again. So Sonic grabs Tangle, who grabs Whisper and Lanolin with her tail, and just bolts out of there, while the portal follows them. So the elevator that they took to go down there at one point is not working, so Sonic has to run, jump, and fight his way past the robots, but unfortunately, just when he got up the top, a small robot hits his hand. Unfortunately, he lets go of the girls by accident, and they all fall through the portal. And then Sonic finds himself surrounded by robots all over. and he realizes that, yeah, he's backed into a corner. He hides and informs Stool he needs help, and the issue ends there. So, yeah, what I thought about the issue, it was pretty good. I did not expect it to be this fantastic. There's mystery. It's trying to figure out what is going on here. And I do like comics where, from the character's perspective, they're trying to piece together what is going on. At first, I thought, Wakefield City, why? We just got this. I don't want to come back here. And I'm. So I can't wait to see what happens next. Any notes? Yeah. Wait, no, there isn't. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, for some people who may not know, Lanolin is a big deal because when she first appeared, she was created by one of the artists, Adam Bryce Thomas. And he put her in the comic just like an Easter egg, you know? Like when he drew in the comic, she was in a background of some sort. That's it. She really didn't make any. She didn't have a name, I think. But she grew in popularity, so she was given a name, designs, and now she grew so popular, she's actually working with Sonic. That's pretty significant. I think that's cool. And, yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. If you read this comic, what do you think?